Leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi alleges that the entire match was fixed in Maharashtra and the results were sort of manipulated, and he said it happened in uh, Maharashtra also, Karnataka also, and Haryana also. Do you think there is some sort of match fixing, or is there anything going on between BJP and EC? Is EC playing at the behest of BJP?
No, I think election commission needs to come clean. I'm not saying behest, but the way it's functioning right now, where it refuses to even engage with the opposition in a conversation and dismisses anything coming their way, and you have BJP coming and defending them, is, I mean, from my eyes, it's a bit, not correct way of conducting yourself. Now, in terms of Maharashtra, Lok Sabha to Vidhan Sabha, of course, outcomes can change, right? However, the voter addition of 45 lakh spike in 5 months raises some questions. That how, I mean, was there a sudden population boom in Maharashtra 18 years ago between these 5 months that we suddenly have these voter additions, or people have migrated from other states to be added as voters here? Questions do arise within 5 months. This rise, then he gave with
why
some
didn't
data.
your BLAs complain? Why
No, again, this is something that Anil Desai ji actually put forward recently. This question was asked when Uddhav ji was here, Uddhav Saab was here. Anil Desai ji said many complaints reached up to the BLO level, but they're not filed, they're not registered. It happens. And it's when it's not in the record, it's like not a complaint. For example, I'll tell you, when I got suspended, what was shown to the country was some selective CCTV footage that was coming out of the parliament. I was the one getting suspended. I asked multiple times, all the 13 MPs who were getting suspended, that we should also be heard. And the entire CCTV footage of that particular moment when the protest began, right till the time the protest ended, shown to us as well. It wasn't shown to us.
Look, you're saying that
A decision was taken without even letting us know, without even giving us a chance to be able to talk about what has happened. Similarly, in this particular case, Election Commission of India needs to. They are saying, oh, the BLAs don't tell us, BLOs. There's so many times that complaints are not registered. And of course, there's something that which Sri Rahul Gandhi showed through his press conference. The data is coming from the electoral rolls.
there are lakhs of BLOs. I mean, अगर किसी का नहीं होता, not a single BLO BLA has ever said that मैं फाइल करने गया कंप्लेंट और उन्होंने रिकॉर्ड नहीं लिया. Nothing. Now, the election commissioner gave appointment to Jairam Ramesh. He's been saying, मेरे को नहीं आने देते. They say only three people from the opposition, only 4 people from the Congress. And then ultimately when he says, I'm coming, I mean, it's like a date not arriving kind of a situation where the election commissioner sitting said 12 baje aa jao, but he doesn't come. And he wasn't there at the protest, I think, Jairam Ramesh.
No, he was there.
He was there.
Everyone was there. They were, see, what they told us was that all the MPs will go up to the election. We are a big nation, 4th largest economy. Our Election Commission of India can at least accommodate 300 people. Chai, pani, nashta तो दे ही सकते हैं. अगर let's say वो 30 लोगों को अंदर रूम में बुला रहे हैं मिलने को, बाकी सबको तो बिठा सकते हैं, हमें बाहर ही बिठा दो. जैसे जब डिटेल
15 करके आ जाओ ना आप लोग. What is the problem in doing that?
Not being allowed at all.
No, so that's what they did, right? He called them and then they don't come. It's the same way as a hackathon होता है. Hackathon के लिए नहीं आते.
They said 30 MPs.
Okay.
30 MPs can come.
हाँ.
Who are you all to pick and choose which MPs can come, not come, right? You cannot limit it to 30 MPs. These are all out of the 300 MPs. Most of them are from the Lok Sabha,
So you
elected by
boycott.
the people.
कि नहीं आएंगे.
No, you come and have a conversation, or you come and clarify. Now you're saying, okay, first the argument was show us proof. Now he's done a press conference with your own electoral data and your electoral rolls to prove that how numbers, there are such voters which are inflated. Then you say, oh, come and give us affidavit. Then if you give affidavit, then they will say, get all the members of parliament who agree with your affidavit to sign on it. Then they will say, go ask every voter whose name has been deleted to sign. Where does this end? And then the last argument is, why don't you go to the court? Why should we go to the court? Why can't Election Commission of India on its own, without being asked by the Supreme Court of India, apply its own, ability to convince the entire, election process? In Maharashtra, mock bypolls were stopped. Mock polls were happening across the state after the results that came out. It was forcibly stopped. They wanted to do a ballot paper voting, small tehsils and all of them wanted to do.
It's like you can even have referendum अपने आप करना चाहते हैं तो referendum भी हो सकता है, but in our
as
country there's no validity
no,
to that.
no, it wasn't to prove validity. It was to show that there is an issue. So let them come and show whatever the process is, whatever the questions are, which are the doubts in people's mind. अब टाइमिंग को आप देख लो, SIR ठीक है, SIR आपका प्रेरोगेटिव है, पर अब टाइमिंग देखिए ना, just 5 months before the people who could vote in the Lok Sabha Bihar elections are now probably during the state elections will be weeded out. Just 5 months before the election. I mean, those are some sticking points which honestly, if we can have a discussion on the floor of the house, it would be nice.
You know, to most people, it seems like what happened last year with Constitution खतरे में है, संविधान खतरे में है. This year, the entire thing is vote chori. So it seems like the whole thing is a political, what should I say, a carrot stick kind of a thing कि हाँ इसको चलो issue बना देते हैं, फिर ये खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर एक और issue बना देते हैं. That gets dumped and another issue gets picked up. It seems like that to most people.
No, this is very much part of the same constitution खतरे में है ना. आज constitution only gives us that right to be able to vote. If that vote is being taken away from you, you are being disenfranchised, or your votes are getting inflated and you're getting multiple registrations across the country to be able to go vote and hop over in various
But it's
states.
just like Tejasvi said that though मेरा, then it was proved that he didn't have to, one he had not used only that, so he couldn't have voted on that at all. So this is what is happening. Then there is in Maharashtra also, there's that one lady who said कि मैंने तो sign ही नहीं किया. Now there's another person, I think NDTV just found that lady and who's supposed to be 100 and whatever years. She's not.
Okay, here's the case. 1 odd lakh numbers is what Sri Rahul Gandhi has given for one particular constituency. ECI is giving an answer to one such anomaly that they found from that same electoral rolls which was presented. Give us an answer to that 1 lakh inflated voters, right? Give us the answer to the 45 lakh inflated voters. Where are they coming from? Where did they go? How did they come? How did they go? How does one explain that? You know, it is a question that arises in every person's mind.
Yeah.
So might as well, if you have all your answers, you can speak in a simple language without your 4-line ki poems and shairis that our former election commissioner used to do. Come and do it. Why are you hiding behind?
But that was Rajiv ji, no? This is Gyanesh Kumar.
वही तो मैं कह रही हूँ, उन्होंने वो फॉर्मर इलेक्शन कमिश्नर 4 लाइन में पूरी अपनी पोइट्री सुना देते थे, विपक्ष को दोष देकर कह देते थे हम पे दोष मत पाड़ो. अब आप भी आ जाइए, आप कोई अच्छी तरीके से हमें समझा दीजिए. And देखो, all of this is part of the constitutional process, and nobody is dumping any of these problems. The problems are very much there. Let me also tell you, opposition voices that who speak up go to get ED cases against them, CBI cases, they go to jail. सत्येंद्र जैन का क्या हुआ अभी? इतने महीने जेल में काट लिया उन्होंने, क्या हुआ? क्लीन चिट मिला. संजय राउत जी को आपने 3 महीने जेल में डाला, और फिर जब आया तो कोर्ट ने फटकार लगाई ED officials पे के whatever the civil case which you've turned criminal. So that
happens in our country.
There are ways that are being chipped away.
It's not now. CWG, nothing has happened.
I'll tell you how.
उससे पहले before nothing happened.
No, just to
nobody goes to jail for 2G.
Again, 2G, etc. We still don't know. Nobody got convicted. Nothing happened. But that became the most important point for the media to talk. Media was talking very independently. Now, if you were to do that, INB will just force your channel down or bring your website down. That is happening. So listen, I'm just trying to tell you ways how things are being reduced and we are being asked to treat that as normal. This is not normal. So let's say emergency में इंदिरा गांधी जी ने कुछ किया, कब तक हम वही राग लापेंगे? उससे कुछ इतिहास से सीखेंगे ना. गलती हुई, खामियाजा भुगता, फिर से जीत कराई. तो हम ये कहेंगे, अच्छा तुम हमसे कैसे सवाल पूछ सकते हो क्योंकि 1950 के दशक में, 1970 के दशक में तुमने ये किया. अब तुम्हारे सामने प्रोसेस है. अब देश बदल चुका है. देश के हाथ में इंटरनेट है. इंटरनेट से वो पूरी दुनिया देख रहे हैं और वो सवाल कर रहे हैं. But you're active. So I'll also tell you, I had a big problem with us having so many accounts being shut down the way they were being shut down during that Operation Sindoor. And what was happening is, Smita, we were living in an echo chamber. Those who have VPN were seeing what was happening. We were living in an echo chamber because those accounts have been blocked here. But those accounts haven't stopped talking to the world. So the world is seeing another narrative altogether. That is extremely problematic. कि हम लोग इंसुलेटेड हैं, हम सोच रहे हैं चलिए सब चुप हो गए, बदमाश जो हमारे देश के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, पर वो सारे बदमाश पूरी दुनिया में वही नैरेटिव फैला रहे थे, बंद नहीं हुआ था.
And there was no counter, you
There
mean.
was no counter. Just blocking or shutting your eyes to a problem does not normalize the situation.
And the problem also is that now that you've shut it, opening it would
it's going to
seem-
create a controversy. Actually, I told the IT minister the same thing, that there has to be a well thought out mechanism. Now you blocking Reuters, they're like, oh, we had given it during Operation Sindoor. But why would you want to block a Reuters? Reuters is viewed worldwide. So even if, let's say, 1.4 billion people, if they are on the internet of my country, 140 crore people are on the internet, and they don't get to see what Reuters is saying. But Reuters has a huge, tremendous following. Why can't IT or MEA come out with a statement that this Reuters news is absolutely fact-free?
which they are doing
Name
now,
and
I
shame
think.
them.
Huh.
And that is it, that India would know, the world would know, the world would use that screenshot, and it would force Reuters on its own to take down that particular tweet. How difficult is it for you all to coordinate this better?
I think it was taken off after a few hours. The ban was taken off.
Yeah, because it was done during so and so time. But this is what I say: you insulate the country, but you're not able to silence their narrative to the world, right?
Okay.
So this is what is happening.
get what you're
so you're
saying,
taking
yes.
constitutional safeguards, chipping them away little by little, and normalizing this, and thinking that okay, now we have them under control. Democracy is not about control. Democracy is being able to agree to disagree. That is what I'm saying.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा।
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है।
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप।
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI, it does not lie.